day, my dear Matinic learners. I'm Ma'am Mitch. Welcome back to another video lesson in Mathematics 6. This lesson is for week 6 of the first quarter, which is about dividing decimals. Part 1. Whole number by decimals and decimal by another decimal. Milk-based. Learning goal. Divides whole numbers by decimals up to 2 decimal places and vice versa. To divide decimals by a whole number, number 1. Place a decimal point in the quotient directly above the decimal point in the dividend. Number 2. Divide as with whole numbers. Number 3. Insert zeros to the dividend when needed. Example number 1. 1 and 64 hundredths divided by 2. Step 1. Place a decimal point in the quotient directly above the decimal point in the dividend. Ililipat po natin ang decimal point sa taas ng dividend. Our new dividend is 164. Step 2. Divide as with whole numbers. 1 divided by 2 cannot be, so gagawin nating 0. 16 divided by 2 equals 8. 8 times 2 equals 16. This time, subtract natin ang 16 minus 16. 16 minus 16 is 0, pero hindi na po natin ilalagay. Bring down 4. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. And 2 times 2 equals 4. 4 minus 4 equals 0. Therefore, the quotient is 82 hundredths. Example number 2. 34 and 75 hundredths divided by 5. Step 1. Place a decimal point in the quotient directly above the decimal point in the dividend. Ilipat po natin ang decimal point sa taas ng dividend. Our dividend or our new dividend is 3,475. Step 2. Divide as with whole numbers. 34 divided by 5 equals 6. 6 times 5 equals 30. 34 minus 30 equals 4. Bring down 7. 47 divided by 5 equals 9. 9 times 5 equals 45. Subtract 47 and 45. The answer is 2. Bring down 5. We have 25 divided by 5 equals 5. 5 times 5 equals 25. And 25 minus 25 equals 0. Therefore, the quotient is 6 and 95 hundredths. Example number 3. 232 divided by 8 tenths. Step 1. Change the divisor to a whole number by moving the decimal point to the rightmost place. Our divisor is 8 tenths. So, we are going to move one place to the right para maging 8. Step 2. Move the decimal point in the dividend to as many places as the decimal point in the divisor is moved. Since sa divisor ay one time lang tayong nag-move, ngayon, ganun din sa ating dividend. Number 3. Insert zeros to the dividend when needed. So, yung 232 natin, magiging 2,320. Step 4. Divide. 23 divided by 8 equals 2. 2 times 8 equals 16. 23 minus 16 equals 7. Bring down 2. 72 divided by 8 equals 9. 9 times 8 equals 72. Subtract 72 minus 72. The answer is 0. Pero hindi natin ilalagay ang 0. I-bring down natin ang 0. 0 divided by 8 equals 0. 0 times 8, 0. 0 minus 0, of course, 0. The quotient is 290. To divide a decimal by another decimal, number 1, change the divisor to a whole number by moving the decimal point to the rightmost place. Number 2, move the decimal point in the dividend to as many places as the decimal point in the divisor is moved. Number 3, divide like whole numbers. Example number 1, 23 and 8 tenths divided by 7 tenths. Step 1, change the divisor to a whole number by moving the decimal point to the rightmost place. Our divisor is 7 tenths. So, ililipat po natin ang decimal point sa pinakadulo sa kanan para maging whole number. So, magiging 7. Step 2. Move the decimal point in the dividend to as many places as the decimal point in the divisor is moved. Since isang beses lang tayo nag-move sa divisor, ganun din sa ating dividend. So, our new dividend is 238. Step 3. Divide like whole numbers. 23 divided by 7 equals 3. 3 times 7 equals 21. Subtract 23 and 21, the answer is 2. Then, bring down 8. We have 28 divided by 7 equals 4. 4 times 7 equals 28. 28 minus 28 equals 0. Therefore, the answer is, or the quotient is 34. Example number 2. 18 and 75 hundredths divided by 2 and 5 tenths. Step 1. Change the divisor to a whole number by moving the decimal point to the rightmost place. So, our divisor is 2 and 5 tenths. Gagawin nating whole number by moving one place to the right. So, magiging 25. Step 2. Move the decimal point in the dividend to as many places as the decimal point in the divisor is moved. So, since isang beses din tayo nag-move sa ating divisor, ganun din sa ating dividend. So, our new dividend is 187 and 5 tenths. Okay. So, dito, i-move din natin ang decimal point sa taas ng dividend. Kasi whole number po ang ating divisor. Step 3. Divide like whole numbers. 187 divided by 25 equals 7. 7 times 25 equals 175. Subtract 187 minus 175. We have 2 and 1. So, 12. Bring down 5. 125 divided by 25 equals 5. 5 times 25 equals 125. And subtract 125 minus 125, the answer is 0. Therefore, the quotient is 7 and 5 tenths. Example number 3. 8 and 6 tenths divided by 15 hundredths. Step 1. Change the divisor to a whole number by moving the decimal point to the rightmost place. So, our divisor is 15 hundredths. So, ililipat natin ang decimal point 2 places to the right. Kaya, ang 15 hundredths ay magiging 15. Step 2. Move the decimal point in the dividend to as many places as the decimal point in the divisor is moved. So, since dalawang beses tayo nag-move sa ating divisor, ganun din sa ating dividend. Ang 8 and 6/10 na dividend natin kanina, magiging 860. Nag-insert lang tayo ng 0 para magkaroon ng digit doon sa empty decimal place. Step 3. Divide like whole numbers. 86 divided by 15 equals 5. 5 times 15, 75. 86 minus 75, the answer is 11. Bring down 0. 110 divided by 15 equals 7. 7 times 15 equals 105. 110 minus 105, the answer is 5. So, meron po tayong remainder. Sa dividing decimals, hindi po pwedeng magkaroon ng remainder. So, ang gagawin natin, mag-add tayo ng decimal point. Ilagay po natin sa taas ng dividend. And then, insert tayo ng 0. Magdadagdag tayo. So, ang 5 magiging 50. 50 divided by 15 equals 3. 3 times 15 equals 45. 50 minus 45 equals 5. So, meron pa rin tayong remainder. Add 0 again or insert 0. Bring down 0. We have 50. 50 divided by 15 equals 3. 3 times 15 equals 45. Pareho pa rin. 50 minus 45 equals 5. Okay? Let's insert 0 again and bring down it. So, magiging 50. 50 divided by 15. 3. 3 times 15 equals 45. Subtract 50 minus 45, the answer is 5. Okay, kapag ganito ang lumabas, ang tawag po dito ay repeated non-terminating decimals. So, kahit ituloy po natin ito, mag-divide tayo ng mag-divide, hindi po yan matatapos. Dahil yan po ang ibig sabihin ng repeated non-terminating decimals. Hindi po talaga yan matatapos. So, kapag ganito ang case, kukunin lang natin ang 2 decimal places. Therefore, the quotient is 57 and 33 hundredths.